Welcome to another episode of Rolf. Ooh, I'm rubbing the sign. Rolf Hitzer behind the for sale sign. Me and this sign are getting to know each other. Anyway, City of Winnipeg has implemented new laws and regulations when it comes to short-term rentals. It's been a burr in the saddle, for lack of a better word, with governments and owners of property and short-term rental opportunities. I don't know. If you find a way to make some money, the government will find a way to tax it, is my opinion, but that's just me. So some of the changes includes licensing that you have to go through with short-term rentals. And of course, the most common one is known as Airbnb. And taxes. And so, again, cash grab, but also regulations. And I think rightfully so. The hotel industry has to follow rules, and short-term rental companies and owners of property didn't have those same set of rules for their tenants for their short-term stay. So I think that was desperately needed to keep things safe and fair for visiting guests to our city and province. But conversation is already in play for municipal offices and directly at short-term rentals for the cottage market. I mean, we're a province of 100,000 lakes and rivers. Cottage country is something that's really big for our economy, not only in the summer, but year-round. And even municipal offices are starting to think, okay, we need to regulate what's going on within the cottage industry and cottage owners. And I'm going to identify two municipalities that are more than likely, and I believe this will happen probably in 2024 or in the very near future, maybe not 2020, I don't know, but it's coming. And that's Gimli and Lac du Bonnet. They're having those conversations in their government offices as to coming up with also licensing and terms with short-term rentals. There have been surveys into these communities with changing or regulating short-term rentals, and there really has been mixed reviews. And you know, I'm going to say if I own a cottage or recreation property and I'm renting it out when I'm not available, or to help offset my costs owning a property, because once upon a time, property taxes were reasonable when you had recreation property. That is no longer the case. And so the cost of owning recreation property keeps rising and rising. So often owners will rent out their properties to help with those rising costs. However, if you're doing short-term rentals, I can see as a cottage owner, I'd be against paying more taxes and being regulated. And if I'm somebody that is in the community and I own a cottage and I don't want renters, no offense, I'm going to use the term weekend warriors often, next door to me when I'm trying to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. So there's the mixed reviews. Depending on what side of the fence you're standing on will determine how you feel about short-term rentals in the cottage country industry. Stay tuned. I do believe, without doubt, changes are going to come. Hope you enjoyed this episode.